I just want to say, I miss my son. My son didn't have to go through this. I didn't have to go through this either. It hurts. Really, really hurts. What are we gonna do, people? What's gonna happen to us now? I had enough of this. The system is rigged. Come on, people. Let's do something about this.
Oh, black fatigue is real. But anyway, before I start this video, I had to explain to everyone why I disappeared for almost a month due to me being severely ill. Look, if you really don't care, I really don't blame you. Please skip to this time frame up on screen right now to start the title and the thumbnail of this video. But I'll try and Eminem rap god my way through this as fast as possible, but here we go. So nearly a month ago, I got invited out to a night out with the absolute mad lad himself, Count Dankula, aka Marcus. And I also joined him with one of his worker friends as well. It was just the three of us. We went to a bar for about 4 hours, then I went and crashed in his office for the entire night because he offered me to stay in his office due to the fact that trying to get home to where I live at about 2 or 3 in the morning is impossible. So again, thank you very much, Marcus, for giving me somewhere to crash. Greatly appreciate it. However, I think during that 4 hours in the bar that we were at, getting absolutely steaming, as we would say in Scotland, I caught the norovirus or the winter vomiting bug off of some random person at that pub or bar that we were at, and 2 days after that, all the symptoms of the norovirus started to present in me in terms of fluctuating between hypothermic shivers and raging, sorry, I'm still a bit clogged up at the moment, but raging basically fever sweats as well, and projectile vomiting due to the fact of coughing my lungs up during this as well that caused that to happen, platonic Chernobyl level of dysentery or diarrhea, I don't know which one it is, I think it was dysentery, not going to lie, as well, raging headaches, and I couldn't even keep down water or food during that time, so I lost over 2 stone in the space of 3 to 4 days roughly as well, and to this day I'm still not 100%. I think because I was forced to stop vaping, therefore no more Chinese chemicals for me, I think my lungs are starting to cough up all the gunk and the crap from vaping for over a year, which is why I sound maybe just a tiny bit off and a bit more raspy than I usually do. But again, that's why I disappeared for almost a month. I caught the norovirus after having a night out with Marcus as well. Again, not blaming him in any way, shape or form. It was some random person I caught it off of at that bar that we went to. But anyway, let's start the video. So just before I start this video, again, if I sound a little bit raspy or out of breath or I'm coughing my lungs up during this, it's because I'm still not 100% recovered from the norovirus. But anyway, let's just get right into this. Daniel Penny acquitted in subway incident. Daniel Penny, a former US Marine, was acquitted in the death of Jordan Neely, a homeless man with a history of mental illness and a hell of a criminal record. I would like to throw that out there. 44 arrests, a lot of felonies, but anyway, on New York City subway, the incident involved Penny using a chokehold on Neely during the altercation on an F train. I think that basically just means New York subway, just at face value, leading to Neely's death, which again I don't think is the truth because that wasn't a chokehold, that was a body hold. Anyway, the verdict has sparked significant public reaction with the discussion on vigilantism, real justice and the treatment of mental health in public spaces following an acquittal. There have been calls for protest and expressions of outrage from various community leaders and social media users. Black Lives Matter, victims of vigilante fighting against equality, leaders, blah 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 blah, who cares? You're all mentally unwell yourself. Things down that line. But yeah, this is, if I had to describe this whole case, it is a George Floyd crossed with a Kyle Rittenhouse case, essentially. Evil white man kills innocent black man, which is the furthest thing from the truth in any way, shape or form. Again, when they're talking about mental illness right here as well, again, I don't know why Twitter or X of all places is trying to basically benefit the black Michael Jackson impersonator who was the criminal in this case, which would have been Jordan Neely, of course. as well. Now, yes, this person was mentally ill and wasn't getting treated. America for you. Again, look at homeless veterans and what they end up having to go through, etc., etc. Although I don't believe Jordan Neely was a veteran. However, Daniel Penny was a former US Marine, the white guy with the curly hair. But whenever it comes to the homelessness rates or mental health in America, especially places like New York, it is absolutely beyond abysmal, to say the very least as well. However, does mental illness excuse you being on a train and threatening to kill everyone as well, including children, black women and black men and white people as well? No, it doesn't. And also, it was also, as I'll show you within the video footage at some point during this video as well, that it wasn't really a chokehold, it was just a body hug from behind to just try and basically calm him down or subdue him. And it was also proven that when the police showed up well after this incident had already happened and unfolded, that he still had a pulse. So the chokehold did not kill him, in my honest opinion. The other thing as well that wasn't reported during this, that they refused to have toxicology involved, because I think it would have been another George Floyd instance where they would have detected fentanyl or whatever drugs in his system as well. Again, just pointing that out as well. But anyway, if we move down a little bit further here, we've also got a little image right here. Daniel Penny's lawyer just shared this photo. Penny is a free man, great to hear. Of course, he's been acquitted of all crimes. However, I want to show you this one as well real quick. We'll put this in full screen and zoom in just a little bit, make it easier for everyone. Here we go. So it's time for some facts at the NAACP. That's fighting for justice for people who can't because they're minorities or mentally ill, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Who really cares at this point? Here they are right here if you want to. Yeah. Fact 1, a black man helped Daniel Penny to subdue Jordan Neely. Again, that was something the news tried to suppress over and over again. The fact that there was actually statements from a black woman, which is the woman here in question with where my mouse cursor is as well. There was a black woman who was threatened by Jordan Neely as well to basically be unalived. And the fact that there was a black man trying to help the white innocent person, which would have been Daniel Penny, who is the ex-US Marine right here, the white guy with the curly kind of blondie hair as well. And of course that's Jordan Neely getting put to sleep for trying to basically fight everyone as well. Now, looking at this photo, it does look like a chokehold. However, that, if you've seen the video footage, once he hit the ground, it did become a body hold and the chokehold wasn't in place. And also on top of that, again, minutes and minutes and minutes after he had let go, after he passed out, when the police showed up minutes and minutes and minutes later, he still had a pulse. So I don't really believe the chokehold killed him. I believe that it just made him pass out, and I believe it was the drugs that are most likely in his system that got to him. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Second fact, Daniel Penny was protecting a black woman whose witness statement was extremely favourable to Daniel. Again, this black woman right here as well, which you'd probably see in the background footage if I place it in this video, again was in court defending Daniel Penny throughout the court. So a black woman was defending the evil far-right racist Donald Trump supporting white man during this, saying that he did the right thing and subduing the evil black person, which was Jordan Neely, should I say, as well, who was threatening to kill everyone on that train, including black women, white women, men and black men and everything else in between as well. Fact number 3, Daniel Penny is a hero, and so is the black man who helped him, yep, 100%, and so is the black woman who defended the white man in court. Again, absolute legend to that woman as well. And again, this was the NAACP, who is defending the black people, Black Lives Matter, blah blah blah, so on and so forth, who cares. The acquittal of Daniel Penny and the death of Jordan Neely has effectively given a license for vigilante justice to be wagered on black people without consequence, blah blah blah, cry harder. It is a painful reminder that the inequalities of our justice system, Jordan deserved compassion. Instead, he was met with violence. He stood with his family calling for accountability, blah blah blah. That little video you saw at the start, that was Jordan Neely's dad saying, "This is injustice, this is white man killing black people," whatever. Anyway, believe it or not, it got a community note. Daniel Penny did not act alone and defend himself with others from Neely. A black man who can be clearly seen assisting Penny to subdue Neely, which is the video footage you've probably all seen. A black woman testified in defence of Penny, which I've already mentioned. Brilliant, absolute base woman. There is no evidence that Penny's was motivated by race, because it 100% was as well. Also, if we scroll down to the comment section in terms of Jordan Neely, the black Michael Jackson impersonator who had mental health issues, who had been attacking random people on subways for over 8 years, again had 44 arrests and multiple felonies. Here's some of the worst things that he's done. In 2015, Jordan Neely kidnapped a 7-year-old girl. Again, how did he not get jail time? I don't know. In 2019, Jordan Neely punched a 64-year-old man in the face. In 2021, Jordan Neely slugged a 67-year-old woman in the face as she exited the subway, breaking her nose and fracturing her orbital bone, which is the bone that circulates around your eyeball. It's basically what your eyeball sits in, essentially. And also, just before I continue on, well, I'll continue on actually. Neely was arrested 44 times but never faced real justice for terrorising New Yorkers. Look, there's been a trend this year in 2024 in New York, especially the city and even more precisely the New York subway, of black people randomly attacking women, especially white liberal women as well. And the other trend on top of that trend is when these white liberal women went onto TikTok, had their video go beyond viral with millions upon millions of views, millions upon millions of comments and likes and shares and so on and so forth. When they were finally asked by news outlets and people in the comment section and much bigger content creators than themselves, describe the person who attacked you, describe the race, describe the ethnicity, describe what this man looked like, they all deleted their videos and retracted their statements, because these are the same women who go, it's actually just men, white men, who are evil, it's never the black people. And now that it's black people who are going around attacking people in the streets of New York, they don't want to say that because they'll become one of us, one of us, one of us, and they would have to admit that, yeah, it's black people doing this as well. Again, there's been a trend of black people just punching white women in the face for no reason, and again, there's just been an absolute skyrocketing case of just people tweaking as a whole in New York subway, and it has to be said it's mostly black people or people who are not legal American citizens as well on top of that, who have been doing this thing, like Jordan Neely, for example, as well. But again, mentioning that, ooh, you big far-right, evil, racist, Donald Trump supporting, bigot, Zionist, homophobe, blah, 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 so on and so forth. You get the picture at this point, especially if you've been watching my videos for this length of time. But the other thing as well I'm going to put in the background as well is the fact that there's already protests / riots happening right now, as at the very least that I'm recording this. And on top of that as well, I didn't know this until just before I started recording this, as I saw the video footage. I'll put it up as well, either right now or after this video is currently done playing. In 2023, when this happened, a bunch of the woke lefty, pro-black movement, blah, 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 so on and so forth, Black Lives Really Don't Matter movement, decided to jump on an active train line in the New York subway to an oncoming train to protest the death of Jordan Neely. Again, I will now put the footage up on screen if I haven't already for a fact. What the fuck? Again, that itself should be qualification to be put in the loony bin for life at that point. But again, the mentally ill commie left doing mentally ill commie shit, what a surprise. Again, the Americans spent decades fighting off communism just to become a gay retarded version of it. Again, what a fucking surprise, to say the very least as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if this turns out, or at least tries to turn out, to be another George Floyd incident or Kyle Rittenhouse, where these woke lefties take to the street over injustice of black people, even though black people, again, 13% over 64% of all crimes. Again, I'm just saying, again, blacks in London have very similar statistics as well. Again, just saying. But the fact that this is just going on and on and on, the fact that it's going to be probably, there is already more protests that will probably turn into riots, and they're trying to turn this into another George Floyd or another Kyle Rittenhouse, or people are saying that which I do agree with them, they're trying to blend both of these into one, where they're making this a George Rittenhouse or a Kyle Floyd situation, because it involves obviously the killing of a black man and it was a white man that did it, and so on and so forth. But again, it is really good to see that Daniel Penny was acquitted of all crimes, because again, someone should be able to look at this and go, okay, the person's innocent, just let him go instantly. But like the Kyle Rittenhouse case this took, which felt like years upon years upon years to go, oh no, that was self-defense, just let him go, which again was blatantly obvious with the video footage and the statement from the subway doors on that tube or train in the subway, who witnessed that right in front of their eyes. But again, these people are not the smartest people to begin with in any way, shape or form. I'm glad that he got away with, well, sorry, not he got away with doing nothing because he was innocent. But I'm glad he was proven to be innocent. I'm glad that he's not going to jail. He's got no more court dates to come up, I hope, as well. But yeah, I'm unsure any American here watching this video can definitely back me up. Stay away from New York. It is a absolute cancerous, commie blue state of America. It is arguably the most cancerous state in America. Again, you cannot have a gun in New York legally. Again, there was the 52-year-old black gunsmither who was arrested for doing his job legally, and when he was dragged to court, the white female judge called Judge Darkey, I know, haha, told him and his lawyer, don't you mention the Second Amendment within this court. It does not exist within these walls or court. Yeah, and also there's a documentary on YouTube of some guy trying to legally purchase a firearm in New York, which is beyond well within his rights to do so, and he was told no by every gun store because he doesn't meet the criteria. There is no criteria. If you're an American and over the age of 18, you can have a gun, end of story. But again, New York violating your rights because they're all communists over there. Again, crime is skyrocketing, random attacks on women is skyrocketing. Again, mass illegal immigration has increased due to the mayor there as well. Again, you wonder why crime's gone up as well. Mental health issues are not being treated in any way, shape or form. And I would like to say on top of that, just because you're having a mental health crisis does not mean that you're not a threat. If you become a threat, then womp womp, you fuck around, you found out, Avida saying goodbye to you as well, etc, etc. But yeah, I'll wrap the video up there. I'm quite glad that this was resolved as a whole. Again, fuck George Floyd, fuck the people who tried to go after Kyle Rittenhouse, and again, fuck this guy for threatening black women, children, black men, white people, and everyone in that subway. You get what you fucking deserve. So, you know, he who fucketh about shall findeth out. But yeah, I'll wrap the video up there. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's greatly appreciated. If you could like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, again, I would love you forever for doing so. I'm still a little bit ill, got a little bit of fatigue, the black kind, but yeah, I'm still recovering a little bit. I should be fine before the end of December. I think I'll be fully recovered from there. But if you want to go check me out on Twitter or X or TikTok or anywhere else, links in the pinned top comment. I've made nearly 2 hours worth of raging lefty meltdown compilations due to Donald Trump being announced as the next president of America. Please go check them out as well. I've made videos similar to this, and I think in Friday's video as well, I will be talking about the fact that the UK plans to build 1.5 million houses in the countryside, which would wipe the countrysides off of the maps of the United Kingdom and destroy and extinct several hundreds of species of newts, frogs and birds and other things on top of it as well. And again, that's Labour doing all of that. But again, thank you very much for the support, greatly appreciated. I love you all, and as always, keep on rolling. Have a great day and a better week to follow. See yous.